If you were a 2000s kid like myself, you craved all the trends from media players like Hit Clips and Video Now to board games like Trouble and Battleship. There's one trend that sticks with people, including yours truly, so strongly. One that we sat on our couches waiting to see on the screen, and I'm talking about food commercials. These types of ads burned into our brains so well with those sugary treats and crunchy munchies, and all of us desired to have them as quickly as we could. I had been attached to these ads more than the actual foods that they were promoted due to how fascinating, colorful, and even creepy they were. So today, I will count down my top 7 favorite food commercial brands of the 2000s. Number 7, Goldfish. Here's a good place to start. I was a huge fan of these crunchy treats, especially with the colorful ones. And children were so invested in these things that Pepperidge Farm decided to make episodic commercials on characters of the product. The most popular one of these was Where's Gilbert, wherein Gilbert the goldfish goes missing from the rest of the gang and he goes on very adventurous trips within the household.
Hello? Oh no! What is it? Get away! Ah!
Greetings, friend. I'm IQ, collector of rare and valuable objects. This, for instance, absolutely priceless.
I need to find my friends.
Would you settle for dust bunnies? You can pet them. Fluffy! Puffy! They never listen.
Goldfish crackers, always baked and made with real cheese.
The snack that smiles back. Goldfish.
Gilbert!
What's all the racket?
Who are you?
I'm the goldfish under the couch cushion, but you could call me the goldfish under the couch cushion.
Is our friend under there?
Is your friend loose change?
This is him.
Handsome kid. Never saw him.
Come on, we gotta keep looking.
Hey, don't give up hope.
Never!
Come back if you're looking for the TV remote.
Goldfish crackers, always baked and made with real cheese.
The snack that smiles back. Goldfish.
What made these creative was how engaging they were to create a story about these little crackers and even make the viewers at home decide what follows, as they had a lot on their website dedicated to it.
I don't think impenetrable means what you think.
What happens next? You can decide at goldfishfun.com. Ask your parent permission.
The snack that smiles back. Goldfish.
These stories were fun to watch, and no wonder kids jumped at the chance to finish them. By them, of course, I mean the stories. But I gotta finish my own list here. Number 6, Bud Light. Now, this was explicitly not for children, but most of you probably did see this batch of ads on NBC and CBS. These Real Men of Genius ads are satirical commercials that focus on one very unique yet mundane person and then narrate their characteristics in a Leslie Nielsen-esque fashion. These characters are so weird yet so relatable, and coupled with the flat delivery by the narrator, it's no surprise that this was the talk of the advertising town. It's comedy gold even in today's world, and rightfully so.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real Men of Genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Really, Really, Really Bad Dancer.
Mr. Really, Really, Really Bad Dancer.
Arms swinging, knees bending, head bobbing, to no particular rhythm. You're either dancing or you have fleas.
Call me a doctor.
As soon as you hit the dance floor, the taunts begin. Is that all you got, playa? Unfortunately, yes, that's all you got.
Pour it on now.
Who's in the house? Some guy who can't dance. That's who's in the house.
You're a star.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Happy Feet, because you really put the oogie in boogie.
Mr. Really, Really, Really Bad Dancer.
Number 5, Trix. Let me give you a perspective. You're watching Nickelodeon, especially SpongeBob or Fairly OddParents, and then after the little bumper, you see an ad for the cereal. A formulaic one, where the rabbit is tricking the kids into giving the cereal for him, like this one.
Today is a special. The absolute-delicious taste of 2 colors in every puff. Restaurant orange. Oh, fruitless symphony.
lemony green, tasty with a twist. And berry, blue.
Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids.
Trix Whirls, the abso-fruit-delicious part of a good breakfast.
This series of ads for the eponymous colorful cereal burned into children's brains so well with its classic cartoony nature and flavorful cereal that left nothing to be desired. Even more interestingly, they made a yogurt for this cereal too.
Hey, Trix yogurt is for kids.
This is my delicious raspberry rainbow swirl. So long.
We gotta get our Trix yogurt back.
At last, now I have the Trix yogurt.
Two-color swirl.
Silly rabbit,
Trix yogurt is for kids. Whoa!
Trix yogurt, swirl your world.
Trix was so creative into making classic repetitive series of ads where we were engaged in content of the plots to buy the cereal, and was it worth it? Let's just move on. Number 4, Chef Boyardee. This is another good one. These ads of microwavable pastas gave both people hilarity and horror with its ads of kids turning into monstrous, voracious beasts until they ate it. I personally wasn't that scared of it when I saw these ads run into the ground in 2008, but I wouldn't blame anyone who's scared now. I mean, check this out.
When you're really hungry, only the rich, meaty sauce of Chef Boyardee can tame the beast in you.
But more creatively and less scarily, there was one ad that showed a can rolling all the way home to its loving girl, which made me feel so good inside to see again after a decade and a half.
Oh, not tonight, sweetie. You've had Chef every night this week.
But I love Chef.
What do you want for dinner?
Chef Boyardee. Boy, this stuff is good.
These ads are creative because not only does it use exaggeration to express how good this pasta was supposed to be, but it also has a really good cinematography for executing such an adventurous tale for a 30-second ad. These actors knew what they were in for when making this stuff, although let's not forget Beefy Boy from the 90s.
Baby.
Number 3, Gusters. Now, this one is honestly creepy, at least IMO. These commercials consist of tweens and teenagers consuming the titular snack, causing their heads to become the fruit of the flavor that they've eaten.
Every Gushers piece is bursting with fruity juice.
You see those guys? Yeah, wild. Did you see those kids?
Yeah, wild. Gushers, taste the blast.
These unintentionally scary ads caught everyone's eye due to the outlandish appearance of the fruit heads, leaving viewers like me confuzzled and shocked. I'm certain that little kids were scared to eat them therefore, but later on, in fact, presumably due to complaints about the creepy nature, Gushers made a new set of commercials exclusively dealing with the gushing blast of the snack. A very powerful gush.
Okay, see you later.
So today, the brick walls and linoleum floors of William McKinley Middle School lie in a crumpled heap in the blue aftermath of a terrible and juicy afternoon.
Gusters fruit-flavored snacks. Beware the...
This commercial is clearly less iconic, but still burnt in 2000s kids' minds due to the clear intensity of the candy. Whether the flavor was orange, watermelon, or else, the Gusters commercials have stuck with the minds of 90s kids everywhere for their crazy ads of walking fruit ads. But speaking of walking food, number 2, Eggo. We've all heard Lego my Eggo, but 2004 to 2008 is when that phrase hit its peak due to 2 batches of commercials, the Eggo Man and the Girl and Father ads. For the Eggo Man, this one man in a waffle suit suffered hardships directly relating to the exact product being promoted.
Oh no. Oh boy. Okay.
Eggo chocolate chip waffles. A warm chocolatey part of this good breakfast.
These ads were humorous and quirky at the same time. With their bizarre physicality of the titular Eggo Man, they indeed made me want to eat as many of the breakfast products as offered. Then, in 2006, we got a new series of Eggo ads, the father and daughter duo. If you've seen the Wile E. Coyotes cartoons, then this is certainly self-explanatory.
Crispy, fluffy Eggo buttermilk waffles, part of this complete breakfast.
These bring back the classic cartoon slapstick and honestly makes me wonder if this man is indeed divorced from them. But anyhow, these ads have ran to the ground for me and have become a good go-to for reliving commercials. But we have one to go, and it's the one that's arguably the most iconic in all of 2000's food commercial brands. Number 1, M&M's. Here we go. We knew we had to include this. M&M's, the iconic chocolate candy, details these anthropomorphic characters and their quirky personalities in random scenarios as if it was indeed its own show. Amidst all the 6 colors of M&M's, each one has its own persona, but we most commonly saw red and yellow. The classic smart and goofy duo have been in so many of these great ads, but here's this one that speaks the most to me.
Gently down the stream.
I'd like to know
where you got the notion
to rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby.
Rock the boat, don't tip the boat over. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, don't tip the boat over.
But this candy had so many varieties, and they capitalized on these by making a great myriad of distinctly themed ads revolving on a specific character and product, leading to iconically hilarious results.
Raspberry almond M&M's Premiums. Rich premium chocolate with luscious almonds and the sweet taste of raspberries. It's your heart's desire in chocolate.
Cut! Cut! Ooh.
That's not supposed to happen. M&M's Premiums in 5 fabulous flavors.
We all wanted to eat the candy as much as meet the characters, and no wonder M&M's World in New York City was so populated at the time. These commercials are so timeless to people like myself with the humor, wit, charm, and of course, the request to try the delicious candy. No wonder these ads reign so strongly.
Red, is that a voodoo doll?
Yep, for that new almond M&M. I'll teach him nuts or your turf, Yellow. Yep, that'll teach him.
New almond M&Ms. Very much like peanut M&Ms, only almond.
In conclusion, I want to say that these ads are the most iconic to me because they wanted to give us viewers the formula and visuals to remember their product, humor, and charm. Ads like Goldfish didn't always make me want to eat them, but I like the stories as if they wanted to be their own shows. They wanted to make creative promotions to help us remember the foods that they were selling to keep their revenue up. and I think they did this very well. In fact, I've now been biased that commercials are just as important as the shows that they bookend because they have the same amount of airtime and have their own series to keep the viewers invested in their work. I hope you like these ads too, so let me know your favorites in the comments, please. Thank you for viewing.